Here are the special challenges of LGBTQ plus businesses and queer owners. In many states, including our own, Florida, companies have the right to fire employees for being LGBTQ plus. While working for yourself, like I do as a State Farm agent in downtown, or an LGBTQ plus friendly company, like I do also for State Farm, can help take away that fear for job security, there are other issues that might be faced, from the public and partner businesses not accepting you, to customers who will avoid your business. What special challenges have the individuals at this table faced or seen others face? And what can be done?
Well, I have to say, I think this is a huge issue because you work for a big company. I work for a large regional bank as well. And we get those protections because we work for large institutions. But I believe it's something along 2/3 of Americans work for small businesses. Right. And they're not afforded those protections that large businesses provide. So I think it's one of the reasons why we continue to echo the passage of the Equality Act in Congress. Because that protects everyone in their job, whether you work for a small business or a local restaurant or anything else, and any other makeup of different types of businesses.
Right.
I think that I've lived around the country as being a journalist and working in various television stations. This is the first place I've ever lived that had specifically gay businesses outside of a gay bar.
Oh.
Right.
Places like To the Moon.
Right.
Places like the old Gay Mart, which the name says it all. So I think part of the challenge is just trying to fit into your community. And here, it's about ingratiating yourself into the queer community because, I've seen a lot of people come, open up shop, say, okay, hello, homosexuals, I'm here, please buy things from me. And then they're done, no, hard pass. So I think part of it is not just being gay, but also being part of your community as well.
And authenticity matters, right?
Yeah, which is something we've dealt with at Villain Theater. We are in a training center and the only place for alternative comedy in Florida. And what does that mean? That means that we're not just hiring the most popular comedians like the Improv and it's all, we try to bring artists that other places in Florida do not bring. And that includes a lot of queer artists, but we're not solely queer, it's owned by a straight man, but we've had to target the queer community and women because they're the ones who don't have usually a place to go to train for comedy or a place where they feel comfortable. So it's like, how gay can we be without scaring non-gay people, which is an issue. Miami, as liberal as it is, we're in the Little Haiti area, is a very conservative place as well. And how do we create the space for queers and women to actually say that we are a queer or feminist theater, So that's an issue we always deal with, kind of like balancing the gay, which sounds kind of horrible, but as a business person, you need to recognize it. At the end of the day, the majority of the people who sign up are straight cis men. And without them, we couldn't keep our doors open. So,
So I deal with this, I feel like, and have dealt with this. After opening my agency in 2019, I made the decision to join the Gay Chamber in Miami Beach, and they're fantastic and provide a lot of resources to the LGBTQ business owners. And I also made the decision to become LGBTQ certified business with the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce. And I don't regret that decision. I wonder sometimes if it steers people away, right? And just this past weekend, my agency is sponsoring the gay prom that's happening on July 30th at the Arts Center. Super excited for that. And so I decided to stage a big gay promposal for my girlfriend who she's never been proposed to go to the prom. Not marriage proposal, y'all. We're lesbians, but we're not there yet, right? So, so I was working with this lesbian-owned business in Melbourne, Florida. That happened to be the place where she took me on our first date, so pretty special. And they hesitated on having me come in and decorate with rainbows and everything because they're open for business, and a lot of their patrons are straight people, and they're not expecting to come in and see. So we made arrangements, and I said, you know what, I get it. Like, I own a business as well, and you can't have somebody come in and disrupt your business, right? But on the flip side of that, they still supported us and what we wanted to do in a way that was authentic for us. So I think there is a balance, and you can definitely do that. So yeah, good stuff.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.